I just may switch from Team Rose Gold to join Team Classic Gold. I can't believe that it's 2024 already and it's time to create another plan for another year. By the way, Happy New Year to you all. I hope that you all had a great New Year celebration. As for me, I spent the New Year at the Grand Hyatt Baha Mar and the fireworks show was great and the island's Junkanoo parade was absolutely amazing. I'm going to share some of those clips in this video just to give you all a taste of that experience, so keep an eye out for those clips. And I'll probably insert one here right now. With that said, let's take a brief look back at my plan for 2023 and see how I made out with that, and then discuss the plan for 2024. In 2023, I had a total of 5 credit cards on my list, and those included the Bilt Mastercard, Chase Ink Business Cash, Capital One Venture X, Amex Platinum, and the Personal World of Hyatt credit card. Now, I ended up getting a total of 3 credit cards on this list and got a different hotel credit card in lieu of the World of Hyatt credit card. The first credit card I got in 2023 was the Chase Ink Business Cash, and I got it for 2 reasons. At the time, it had a historically high welcome offer of 90,000 ultimate reward points after spending $6,000 within the first 3 months of account opening. And by the way, at the time of this recording, that welcome offer has been made available again, and it is rumored to end very, very soon, possibly January 18th. So if you're in the market for a Chase Ink Business Cash or Chase Ink Business Unlimited, check around for an affiliate link from another creator, because my referral link will get you the standard 75,000 ultimate reward points. But if you prefer to support me, check the description section for my referral link. The second reason why I picked up this credit card was for it to be a bit of an ego healer for me, so to speak. You see, a couple of months prior to opening up the Ink Business Cash, I opened up the Amex Business Plus and received a tiny $2,000 credit limit. So I wanted to see if Chase would give me a better credit limit, and they did, thank God. They gave me a $7,000 credit limit to start. The Ink Business Cash hasn't gotten too much use in my wallet because the reward categories are very limited for my business, which is this YouTube channel. And I'm also not one of those folks who like to take the risk of doing the gift card trick. That really is against the terms and conditions, but I digress. After all, this is a no annual fee credit card that's free to hold, so I don't really have to worry too much. The second credit card I opened up was the Bilt Mastercard, and if I'm being honest, this ended up being my favorite credit card of 2023. This is currently the only credit card that allows me to earn points on my rent, and I get nowhere close to exceeding the limit on that, which is up to 100,000 points within a calendar year. So this is my favorite feature of this credit card. And by the way, quick clarification, when I say earn points on rent, I mean earn points on rent without having to pay that transaction fee, because technically we can earn points on rent with all of our credit cards, but Bilt is the only one that has eliminated the transaction fee if you do pay your rent using the credit card. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. The points earned are transferable to transfer partners, and for me, my plan is to transfer my Bilt points to the World of Hyatt so that I can essentially combine them with my Chase Ultimate Reward points. This credit card is a keeper in my wallet as long as I have to pay rent, and I would like to see Bilt expand this to include mortgage payments as well, so that when I do purchase a place, that I can still use my Bilt credit cards to make that payment and earn points. The Hilton Honors Business was the third credit card I picked up, and the reason I went after this credit card was due to the high welcome offer of 150,000 Hilton Honors points and 1 free night award. Initially, I wanted to get the World of Hyatt credit card, but the welcome offer that is still currently available at the recording of this video is a bit lame, in my opinion. So once Amex offered an elevated offer for the lineup of Hilton credit cards, I settled on the Hilton Honors Business Card instead. So Chase, if you're watching this video, please improve the welcome offer for the World of Hyatt credit card. This credit card ended up being a learning experience for me because this was the first time that I was denied for a credit card in over a decade. And if you would like to know the details of that, then watch the video linked above. So far, this card has proven its worth in my wallet due to the gold status it comes with that gave me $50 per day in dining credit when I stayed at the Conrad in Vegas. So I was able to get $150 in dining credits, which more than covered the cost of the $95 annual fee. The Capital One Venture X ended up being the last credit card on my list that I opened up last year, and the main reason was to try to get into that premium travel credit card territory so that I can start enjoying airport lounge access when I travel. But unfortunately, one thing I'm learning, and actually one thing that I knew, I literally never get to the airport early enough to enjoy any type of lounge visits. On my recent trip to the Bahamas, I literally got to the gate like 5 minutes before they started boarding, and on my return flight, I got to the gate exactly when boarding commenced. So when I did have the opportunity to use a priority pass lounge for the first time ever, and it was overseas as well, I literally didn't have any time to do so. The airport was crowded and I didn't get there very early, and that was all my fault. Actually, just about everything I wanted to film on that trip didn't work out, so I'm sorry, but there won't be a vlog, and such is life, I guess. Now onto the cards I didn't get. As I mentioned earlier, I did not get the World of Hyatt credit card, and that's really due to a weak welcome offer that never got elevated, and I didn't get the Amex Platinum card, and I have a video planned where I asked Kelby and Anthony Venture if I should get the Amex Platinum, so make sure that you're subscribed to the channel because you won't want to miss what they had to say, because they convinced me of something, and keep in mind that they are Amex Platinum card holders. So stay tuned for that one. Now that we're done with reflecting on 2023, let's move on to 2024. Before we get into any credit cards, the first thing I like to do for 2024 is to request credit limit increases on 4 credit cards, each from a different credit card issuer. Joshua Butler and Spencer Johnson both did similar videos and have intrigued me to try it out for myself to see how much of a credit limit increase I'll be able to get, if any. So those credit cards will be my Discover It Cashback credit card, Chase Sapphire Preferred, Amex Blue Business Plus, and my Bilt Mastercard. As for the credit cards that I'd like to apply for, let's move on to the first credit card on my list. Credit card number 1 is the Amazon Business Prime credit card by American Express. This will be my 4th card and 3rd business credit card with American Express, and if I'm being totally honest, I am a bit nervous for this credit card. So far, my track record with American Express business credit cards has been a little bit shaky, between always getting pushed into pending review, then the lowball credit limit offers, and outright denial that I have received. I'm just not sure what to expect from American Express when I apply for another one of their business credit cards. Time will tell. The reason this card is on my list for 2024 is because the welcome offer is a $125 Amazon.com gift card that is awarded upon approval, and I have my eye on a dining room set that I'd like to purchase for my business. So to be able to essentially get $125 off on that purchase through using the gift card is something that makes complete sense for me. Typically, I would save a purchase like furniture for a credit card that has a larger minimum spend requirement to receive the welcome offer. However, I don't have any of those credit cards on my list where it'll be a stretch to my budget to meet the minimum spend requirement. This might change because I do have some of the speculative credit cards on my list, and I have no idea what those welcome offers may be. This is also a no annual fee credit card and has decent reward categories, but to be honest, the only category I'll use is the 5% back at Amazon.com. Another reason I decided to add this card to my list is that since it is another American Express credit card that'll be added to my American Express portfolio, for lack of better terms, the application should only result in a soft inquiry to my credit report, and this new account won't be reported to my personal credit, so that means that my credit score should remain fully intact. Just a little disclaimer here, Amex can definitely use a hard inquiry on this application if they choose to do so. So a soft inquiry isn't a guarantee, it's just more common that Amex will go the soft inquiry route rather than the hard inquiry route, since this isn't my first credit card with them. And by the way, leave a comment letting me know what you think my credit limit may be if American Express approves me for this business credit card. And they better not deny me again, and I don't want to hear any excuses from them for another lowball credit limit. We'll see what happens. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but there is a Wells Fargo credit card on my list, and I really hope that Wells Fargo gets this right, or this video will not age very well. I'm definitely considering the autograph journey or autograph beyond credit cards, or I just may get both of them. I truly believe that Wells Fargo is going to do a good job with these two credit cards because they want to be taken seriously in the credit card game, and to be taken seriously in the credit card game, especially when stepping into the travel credit card space, Wells Fargo is going to have to come in strong with their offerings to compete with the top dogs like Chase and American Express. And they also have to compete against the Bilt Mastercard, which they happen to issue as well. And since Wells Fargo is the issuer of the Bilt Mastercard, they should know the formula that works to have a new travel credit card be successful in the travel credit card space. So because of that, I am holding the bar a bit high for Wells Fargo because I think any excuses for a mediocre offering may be a bit thin for them. There are three things that they need to get right for me to pull the trigger to get any of these new offerings when they do come out to the market. The number one thing they need to get right is the transfer partners. Number two will be the welcome offer. And number three will be the reward categories. If Wells Fargo can get these right, then I will apply for these credit cards. If they don't, well then, I'll be a bit disappointed and just continue to not apply for any Wells Fargo credit cards. And the annual fee may also be an important one as well. I don't want to spend $1,000 on a Wells Fargo credit card every year. But who knows? Time will tell. I wonder how many times I'm going to keep saying time will tell. Moving on. I'm adding the current World of Hyatt credit card to my list again because I bypassed this credit card last year due to the welcome offer that didn't change throughout the entire year, which was disappointing to say the least. I am hoping that the welcome offer will be improved sometime this year so that I can add this credit card. And the only reason I'll get this card is to earn those valuable World of Hyatt bonus points. And it also comes with a free night at a category 1 through 4 Hyatt hotel every year after my first year of holding the credit card, and I have a decent idea of how I want to use it. What I am more excited for is the potential premium World of Hyatt credit card that we basically have no information on. I don't think it'll be as good as the Hilton Honors Aspire, but I think it'll be a compelling offering. And if it is indeed a premium travel credit card, then it will be positioned above the current World of Hyatt credit card, which means that with a higher annual fee, there should be a pretty decent welcome offer to attract people to sign up for the credit card. And we all know how much I love World of Hyatt points. Let's say maybe 100,000 points, and if that is the welcome offer, as long as I'm able to meet the minimum spend requirements, I'll definitely be applying for that new credit card, unless the annual fee is something outrageous. But this is highly speculative at the moment, and I don't know if this card will come out anytime this year or next year, or if some of the features mentioned on the survey will simply trickle down to one of their credit cards that are currently on the market, that being the personal credit card or the business World of Hyatt credit card. The Amex Blue Cash Everyday card is more along the lines of a beginner credit card. Not that you're guaranteed to get it as your first credit card, it's just one of those credit cards that makes sense to get earlier on in your credit card journey. The reason why this card is on my list is because I was chatting with Anthony Bencher the other day, and he asked me, why don't I have this credit card since I have the Disney bundle and I can get a statement credit every month to lower the cost of that membership? And I honestly don't know why I didn't think of this before, but Anthony is right. I'm literally throwing money away that I don't have to throw away if I would just get the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card. Shame on me. The reward categories on this card are very good. However, since I have the Amex Gold card, I definitely won't be using the grocery store category, but the online retail and gas categories do have room in my wallet. They're both definitely on the smaller end of my expenses, but since this is a no annual fee credit card, I'm not too worried about that. Granted, full disclosure, I definitely won't use the Blue Cash every day when my rotating reward category credit cards such as the Freedom Flex and Discovery Cashback card offer 5% cashback on grocery store and gasoline purchases. And by the way, the Freedom Flex is currently offering 5% cashback at grocery stores. And if you don't have that credit card right now and meet the welcome offer requirements, you can get a total of 9% cashback right now for the first quarter of 2024 if you open up the Freedom Flex and meet the welcome offer offer requirements. The same will be true if the gas station category comes around later on in the year, and it is typically offered, but obviously I can't guarantee that. If that's you, then feel free to use my referral link so you don't miss out on this opportunity to really earn a lot of ultimate reward points with your grocery store spending. This offer is for a limited time, and I'm not sure when it will expire. The Amex Blue Cash Everyday will probably be the last credit card on my list to apply for. I'm currently sitting at 324, so I do need to have at least one slot open in anticipation for the new World of Hyatt credit card if it does come. Of course, I don't know if it will debut this year or next year, but I only have one credit card dropping off of my 524 status later this year, and that's the Amex Gold card. And speaking of the Amex Gold card, it has made it onto this list, and you may be wondering why is that? Earlier on in the video, I teased that I may be joining Team Classic Gold, and that's for a reason. I will be deciding what I want to do with my Amex Gold, whether I want to keep the gold card or get rid of the gold card. The reason for this is I am legitimately beginning to become annoyed with the monthly statement credits on the gold card, since my normal routine, I don't typically use Uber Eats or Grubhub. So I literally have to make sure that I use these two apps to order 2 of my takeout meals each month, and I'm just not a fan of the extra step. Yes, I'm able to account for either 70% or 80% of the actual statement credit, but recently I saw one of my options charge a surcharge of closer to 40% more than if I were to simply order directly with the restaurant. And if this is going to become the norm, then there's no way I'm going to spend the additional 40% just to take advantage of the statement credit, because it's being diminished at that point. Additionally, on the same theme with that, I just realized that the typical 20 to 30% more that I paid for my takeout meal is really per menu item at certain restaurants, and that speaks a lot about me. I typically only order 1 menu item, no drinks, no dessert, so I didn't realize this until recently, which meant that I would have needed to spend even more money to use this benefit if I wanted an additional menu item. Long story short, I am becoming annoyed with the card, and if I'm going to cancel the card, I'll probably change it to the Classic Gold first so that I can cancel the Classic Gold card so that, I'm not canceling the Rose Gold card. And finally, if I do cancel the gold card, then I'll complete the Capital One Duo by getting the Sabre One credit card, which is a very solid, no annual fee credit card. So who knows what will happen in 2024? This list is absolutely subject to change because I have a total of 3 speculative credit cards on this list that are guaranteed to actually come out into the credit card market. But there's one thing for sure, 2024 is going to be interesting, and I am ready and excited for it. If you made it all the way through this video and haven't subscribed to the channel, shame on you. What are you waiting for? Okay, I'm just kidding, but please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I need more viewers like you who watch all the way through. And while you're at it, make sure you like the video too. Anyway, as always, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you'd like to see my credit card roadmap for 2023, then feel free to watch this video here next. But for now, come on over and get your high five, because I'll see you in the next video.